All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with the Alliance Designs Bangarang, designed by Christensen Knife Works. Here with me for a review. We're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this bad boy. But first of all, let me say a big thank you to my buddy Eden from Alliance Design for lending me this guy, so I'm able to share my impressions with you. And second of all, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this piece right over here, because I like it. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start with the measurement. 3.25 inch for the cutting edge, 4.25 inches for the handle, 7.5 for the overall length. And compared to the usual suspect, you get to see Benchmade bug out and mini bug out right over here, and we are kind of like a little bit bigger than the bug out. For Spyderco, you get to see Paramilitary 2 and Para 3, and we are pretty much bigger than that, but of course smaller than the Paramilitary 2. And also you get to see a couple of offerings from Chris Reeve Knives, and here you have this large Sebenza 21, and this is the small Sebenza 21. And another couple CNC machined, pretty cool ones are Holt, Bladeworks, Haptic, and Spectre. And the Bangarang is pretty much Haptic size, smaller than the Spectre. Let me show you another couple more, then we are done, I promise. This is the Shirogorov Custom Division Stellar, which is actually Stellar, and the Custom Division Shirogorov F3NS, which is also Stellar, by the way. But we are here to chat about this fella right over here, made by Alliance Designs. Look at this fat carbon, guys. This is crazy. Really, really cool. Arctic Storm scales. This thing is has a nice design. Of course, Christensen Knife Work designed this one, and Alliance Design is making the production version of the custom, which is this fella right over here. So stay tuned for the comparison between these two guys, but here we are to talk about the production version, which is gonna cost around $350. Nice lines overall. Look at this. I like the sweeping, the upswept part of the handle, even if it's of course like a little bit pointy, but it is a very cool design. It's something new. You get these scales, which are like rounded off. You see, that's not just like a flat milling. Not much chamfering on the sides. You do not have any internal skeletonization going on, but you do get like a nice and large finger groove that's just gonna make you feel pretty comfy when you hold the knife like that. You do get a zirconium blasted back spacer, which is reaching up top like over here, protecting the tip of the blade and leaving it perfectly recessed and safe on the inside. You can feel the spine, but not the tip, so that's nicely done. This is not a flipper, as you have noticed. There's no flipper tab, just you get a couple of thumb stud for your thumb deployment, or your like Spidey flick deployment, whichever you prefer, it's gonna work. Also you get a T8 Torx bit for the pivot and a handle, and the pivot screw is just flush with the pivot collar, which actually, if you see right over here, it's raised. So because the scales are like contoured, you see it like not flat, and the pivot it is actually flat, so you get to see at this point, see here it's flat, and right over here you get to see it protruding, but it's not it's nothing, you know, crazy. Pretty simple construction. Two handle screws are gonna be underlying the scales, and then you got two screws for the scale and one for the pivot. I'm not gonna disassemble this guy because it's not mine, but I'm pretty sure it's straightforward. You also don't get any stainless steel lock face insert, because you're gonna get titanium liners up against the RWL34 steel going on. Also you have I think this is actually ceramic detent ball. Yeah, it's right there. It looks ceramic to me, but there is no detent ball ramp, so you're gonna get a little bit of a hard step kind of thing going on, but nothing too crazy. The pocket clip is in zirconium blasted, matching the backspacer, of course, and the pivot collar, so nicely put together. It works very well with the tone of the Arctic Storm and the blasted zirc. It's tip-up carry only. It's not reversible. It has a right amount of tension, and it's designed very, very well to go in and out of the pocket pretty easily. Look at that. This, you see, this much knife is gonna be sticking up from your pocket as well. And then you meet, hello, this blade. Look at that. There's a lot of things going on, starting from the jimping, which is functional. It's aggressive, but it's functional. It's not gonna destroy your finger, but it's gonna give you that bite so you can hang on to the knife very well. And then just look at this, just sweeps down like that, wedges up to this point, and then abruptly, I never know how to say that word, goes down, and then you have full belly, 100% belly up to the sharpening choil, nice plunge grind, blacked out and stone wash, aggressively stone washed blade. Look at the detail here. And you get Christensen Knife Works logo on this side and Alliance Designs logo on the other side. Couple thumb studs right over there. Actually, let's check the thickness of this bad boy, because we got let's zero that. We got 0.155 for the stock thickness, and let's see, right over here, yeah, 0.019 for the thinness behind the edge. So it's nicely done, flat grind. It's a pretty cool one for the blade shape. I can realize that it's not for everyone, but it's something new. It's a breeze of fresh air, I think, in the knife world to get something like this. The sound is nice. Look at this clack. And tink and clack. It's deep and clink and clack. It's not too loud, but it's pleasant. It's deep. It's like percussive. There's some soft mellowness to this percussiveness that I really appreciate. And also when you close it, it's not too shabby. The weight is gonna be a little bit over 5 ounces, if I remember correctly, because there's no internal skeletonization. Thick 5.08. No internal skeletonization. You got you know, zirc clip spacer and collars, a thick liner, so thick stock. That's why this fella is over 5 ounces, but it's all right, because I mean, in the hand is good. There's no hot spots. It feels pretty good. I don't really feel any sharp edges, even if this is like a sharp edge. I mean, like pointy edge at least. There's no, you can do a little bit more advanced grip, something like that, I would say. It still, you know, holds nicely. You can take advantage of this divot large kind of thing going on, but probably the preferred method would be like this, like holding onto the jimping. Reverse grip, nah, it doesn't work, because the handle conformation, it's not ideal, at least for my hands. But what is absolutely ideal is the solidity, the rigidity of this structure going on over here, just like crazy solid. It's smooth, so it might be a little bit on the slippery side, but fit and finish is spot on. This thing is put together like crazy. And Alliance Designs is picking makers for different parts. So it's not that this is made by React, let's say, only, or Bestech, or whatever, you know. It's not. This is ideal, actually. So you get the screws from whoever is making nice screws, and you get the scales from whoever is making nice scales, and so on. So that's why the product that comes out is so good. Very, very nice. Like, fit and finish is spot on. No gaps, no misalignments. Everything is flush, no rattling, no blade play, no finger soreness. Actually, these thumb studs are pretty good, efficient in deploying reliably this pretty cool blade. And the action when you close the knife, of course, you see, you disengage the lock bar and you get like the blade to just fall down, but then you gotta need a little wiggle to get the blade close, so nothing too crazy, because you're gonna enjoy the detent, which is nicely dialed in when you deploy this blade. It is pretty good. It's very well done. It's satisfying. It's fidgety. I wish it had just a little bit more like smooth closing action, but still, this guy is running on bearings and it's doing an outstanding job at deploying with a nice sound. Pretty cool and very, very fast deployment action. It's not so good in the closing. You need a little wiggle. It's nothing, you see, just a little, nothing too crazy, but still, it's not how I love, like, it's not a Shiro, but yeah, the blade is shorter, but still, it's very good. So, I mean, overall, this guy has a great design, fantastic materials, really good sound, nice ergos. I really like the design. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.